On October 15th, 269 girls teams across the state began practice with hopes of reaching Rupp Arena in March. With district tournaments starting this week, 121 of those have already been eliminated. For Coach Howie's Spencer County Lady Bears, their journey begins tonight. Win, and you're in the district championship game, and punch your ticket to the regional tournament next week. Lose, your season ends, and you begin looking to next year. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Shelby County High School.
You almost said Spencer,
I almost did. Alongside John Hutchins, I am Bo Bruner, and we're here with GHP-SPORTS to bring you all the excitement of the 30th District Basketball Tournament. John, this week is the most exciting time in Kentucky high school sports. Now, I know you're a football-first guy, but to me, nothing comes even remotely close to the excitement of District Tournament Week. Every year, teams favored to get to the state tournament slip up this week, and you never know who that might be. And we actually had one of those last night in the 29th.
Yeah, we did. I might be football first, but I can respect this right here. And you mentioned the 29th. If you haven't already heard, South Oldham knocking off Oldham County last night. Max Green going down, 8th region player of the year, not even going to be represented in the regional tournament. But the build-up, the excitement, everything comes down to this. And, like I said, being a football-first kind of guy, but I can parallel, this type of action to like our football playoffs when we did that kind of stuff. It's winning you advance, lose, and you get to watch everybody else play for the pinnacle of Kentucky high school basketball. It's been quite a ride with these Lady Bears, too, this year. Early in the season, Bo, you and I talked about it. We had our doubts about what this team might be able to do. And if you've been with us, if you've been to the games, you've been watching through GHP Sports throughout the winter, we had no reason to have those concerns.
Absolutely not.
It's just great. Spencer County has shown that not only can they compete with these other schools, but they can win. Having posted a record of 20-10, these girls have made it the third season in a row with the Lady Bears having won 20 games or more. And, Bo, the season's not quite over.
First time that's ever happened in school history, too, John. I actually only had 5 20-win seasons in school history, and we'll get more into that here in a little bit. But we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll preview tonight's matchup between Woodford County and Spencer County with a quick recap of their games against each other this year. And along the way, we'll also talk about who they beat, how did they get here, and how are they playing heading into the tournament. All that and more as we are about 22 minutes away from tip-off. You're watching Lady Bears basketball on GHP Sports.
Oh, boy.
What?
We better get out of here. That clown is about to hit a water line.
He didn't contact 811 to mark the underground utilities.
Nope.
You saw that coming. Too bad he didn't.
Know what's below. 811 before you dig.
The Cooperative Extension Office is here to serve all residents of Spencer County with educational and research-based programs. We offer programs for youth 5 to 18 years old through our 4-H program, where youth can make the best better. We offer free soil testing, and if you love to get your hands dirty, consider becoming a master gardener. We also offer programs for prevention, wellness, and individual family development, or you can check out our homemaker groups. We are located at 100 Oak Tree Way off Highway 44 in Taylorsville, Kentucky. Come in and see us or check us out on our website or Facebook.
At Acadia Counseling, we offer a professional, down-to-earth approach for adults, families, couples, and adolescents who are looking for lasting results in a non-judgmental environment. Located in St. Matthews and offering telehealth straight to your phone or Wi-Fi enabled smart device, Acadia Counseling offers evening and weekend appointments. Give us a call or schedule from our website and create a brighter future for yourself or a loved one.
Welcome back to Shelby County High School, the 30th District Girls Basketball Tournament brought to you by GHP Sports. John, tonight we have the Yellow Jackets of Woodford County, the Lady Bears of Spencer County. This will be the third meeting between these two this year. As the girls, again, we mention this a lot, but a lot of people just don't know. The girls play each other twice every year. The boys only play each other once. So this is the third meeting between the two. Spencer County has won the previous two, 44-10, a victory back in Taylorsville back on December 1st. That was the second game of the year. And 42-22 in a win January 5th at Woodford County. For the Lady Bears, John, defense was the catalyst in both those wins. The Lady Bears have, as the season ended, the number 2 defense in the state of Kentucky. They held Woodford County to a combined 9 of 66 from the field in those 2 games for 13%, 2 of 28 for 7% from 3, and held their leading scorer, Ella Webster, to 0 points in the first game and only 3 in the second.
Bo, this defense will smother you. Quite a few games the Lady Bears have won this year can be credited to their love of shutting down opposing offenses. In both the Woodford County games, the Lady Yellow Jackets struggled to even get shots off. And that, Bo, is if they could even get the ball across the half court. The press, how he set up that 2-2-1 press, making it difficult for teams to even advance and be able to get into the half court set. And Bo, you mentioned Ella Webster. She's been averaging 10.8 points a game, and so keeping that in mind with what the Lady Bears were able to do to her, for the Lady Bears to make her a non-factor, it has to be a little feather in their cap on this season so far this year. There are not many teams that can claim to have shut down Ella Webster like the Lady Bears have.
On the other hand, for Spencer County, they were 33 of 81 from the field for 41%, 7 of 23 from 3 for 30%, and out-rebounded Woodford County 61-41. Lady Bear Ella Brown averaged 18.5 points and 6.5 rebounds, John, in the 2 games. So, as you can see, Spencer County dominated both these games played this year. But this is a Yellow Jacket squad that has greatly improved in the second half of the season under second-year coach Latier Eason. After that January 5th loss to Spencer County, Woodford County was 5-7 at that time on the season. Since that date, they've gone 9-5. They've improved their overall record this season to 14-12. Big improvement in Versailles, John. I mean, you would have to add up all their wins over the last 3 previous years to get to 14.
Yeah.
So big improvement for them this year. They're 4-4 in the 30th district against 30th district opponents. They lost both games to Anderson, both games to Spencer, but they won both games against Collins and Shelby. They're 5-5 in their last 10 games entering tournament play tonight.
You cannot credit this team enough for how they've rebounded during this season. And I'm not talking pulling down boards. I'm talking about a team to bounce back the way that they have this year. It would be easy for any of those girls to just kind of phoned in the season. That first half, kind of rough, not doing very well, but for them to work the way they did, they decided that they not only wanted to compete, they wanted to win. And, Bo, we've said it before, every district game the Lady Bears have played this year, we've said this. When it's a district game, you can never count a team out.
Spencer County is 20-10 on the year, 6-2 versus 30th district opponents. They lost both games to Anderson and winning both games against Collins, Shelby, and Woodford. They've also won 7 of their last 10 heading into district play tonight. And, John, their win Thursday at John Hardin, as you mentioned, give them 20 wins on the season for only the 5th time ever. And I thought this was kind of neat. The first time a Spencer County team ever won 20 games was Coach Kayla Marshall's senior year.
That's right.
The second time a Spencer County team won 20 games was Coach Lauren Lambden's senior year. And Thursday's win gave them 20 for the 3rd year in a row, and that's the first time in school history that's ever happened. And I've said it before, and people laugh at me, but I'll say it again, John. We are watching the glory days of Lady Bears basketball.
Yeah, we are. At the beginning of this pregame, we talked about some of the doubt we had entering this season. I'm here to tell you, doubt no more. This Lady Bears team, they fought through illness, injury, countless frustrations, and they've never lost their focus. Coach Howie and his staff have done an amazing job keeping the boat steered in the right direction. But I'm sure if we had Howie up here right now in his comfy chair with his microphone talking to us, Coach Howie, he would be giving all the credit that he could to his seniors. Ella Brown, Skylar Mills, they've been the leaders this team have needed this year. And that was something when we talk about doubt coming into this season, Davy Reichenbach was by far the boss of the team last year. And we knew what she did. And we knew how she could control the team and how she could get them focused and how she could get them to working. And that was a concern with some of that doubt is who's going to step into that leadership role. Ella, team leading 13.6 points a game, 5.8 rebounds. She's been that firepower that Coach Howie has needed. And then you take Skylar Mills, 5.1 points per game, 3 rebounds. She may not put as many marks in the scorebook that Ella might, but make no mistake, she is the engine that drives this team. Her ability to run the offense and defense for the Lady Bears has been crucial for them for the success that they've had throughout this season, Bo.
We're going to take one more quick break, and when we return, we'll get to know the Woodford County Yellow Jackets as we are now about 14 and a half minutes away from tip-off. You're watching Lady Bears basketball on GHP-SPORTS.
People's Bank is proud to be a sponsor of the SCHS Bears. People's Bank is an independent local community bank dedicated to serving Spencer and surrounding counties. At the People's Bank, we are here to serve you with deposit accounts, mortgage loans, construction and land loans, as well as business and personal loans. The People's Bank is conveniently located with 2 locations, 23 West Main Street in historic downtown Taylorsville, and a branch at 5511 Taylorsville Road in Fisherville. Or you can visit us at our website, www.tpbtaylorsville.com. Banking excellence since 1903. The People's Bank, an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Not again. You don't mess with underground power lines.
Should have contacted 811. They'll mark those utility lines free.
Yeah, but this guy ain't real bright.
Neither is the neighborhood.
Know what's below 811 before you dig.
When you look for a veterinarian for your 4-legged friends, you want not only the best care, but also someone who loves your pets as much as you do. At Bourbon City Animal Hospital, we know your pets are family. That's why we treat you like you're a part of ours. Find us at 101 Buchanan Boulevard, Suite 1 in historic Bardstown, Kentucky, or on the web at bourboncityanimalhospital.com.
Welcome back to Shelby County High School, the second semifinal.
Hey, I'm sitting here digging the band. Spencer County band making the trip up here to Shelby County tonight to just be here. I mean, we got the 2 games going on, the band here, cheerleaders here, fans are starting to pack in. Bo, this is an awesome environment right here.
It's going to be a big night for Spencer County. I mean, playing both games tonight, just roll up the streets back over in Taylorsville. Everybody come on over, and we'll catch a couple victories here. Get ready to play in the district finals come Friday.
That's right.
But this is the second semifinal, John. Anderson County beat Collins last night. I think it was 63-19. I'm not 164-19.
Yeah,
something like that. I forgot the score.
We don't need details.
The winner of tonight's game will advance to Friday night's championship game, and that game will be against Anderson County at 6 o'clock. Now, tonight, Spencer County will take on Woodford County. The Yellow Jackets are 14-12 on the season. They're led in scoring by senior guard Ella Webster. She's averaging 10.8 points, 3 rebounds a game. As you see there, the girls' bracket on your screen. Since that loss back in on January 5th, John, something has changed in this team.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is, but I can tell you what I think it is. And I think it's been the emergence of sophomore guard Haley Gordon.
Yeah, it probably has.
She's averaging 9.8 points a game this year, but, John, since that January 5th loss to Spencer County, Gordon has averaged over 13 points a game, and you can see her confidence build every game. Becoming a second option for Coach Eason has been huge for the Lady Jackets' growth in the second half of the year, and she also pulls down close to 5 rebounds.
What can you say, Bo? Jordan had Pippen. Magic had Kareem. Ella Webster has Haley Gordon. Gordon has been that little bit extra that Coach Easton has been looking for all year. By having another shooter, the Lady Yellow Jackets, they've made it a little bit harder on defenses. Early in the year, everyone knew you got to shut down Ella Webster. That was, it's an open book when it comes to defending these Lady Yellow Jackets. And many teams like the Bears, they were successful in just handling Ella Webster. By adding that one more dynamic in Gordon, it allows for both of those girls to get off some clean looks. And at times, Bo, can kind of make some defenses look a little silly. But you said it all. This is not the same Woodford County team, Lady Yellow Jacket team, that Spencer County faced earlier this year. And if Spencer County doesn't come into this game prepared, doesn't come into this game ready to face a challenge, this could be a long night.
They also have sophomore point guard Emma Ruby. Now, John, she's the facilitator. And even though she's only a sophomore, she does a very good job at getting this Woodford County team into their offense. She's averaging 6.5 points, 2.6 rebounds a game. And these are the main three scoring threats that you're going to see on the floor for the Lady Yellow Jackets tonight. Everybody else, the next three that I'm going to mention, they are all either defensive or rebounding specialists. Their length could cause issues for Spencer County in the post. You got senior Taylor Patterson, who along with Ella Webster are the only seniors on this team. She's averaging 5.3 rebounds a game. The other two are 5'10" freshmen, Caroline Gribble and Evie Hall. Gribble is the leading rebounder on the team, 5.6 a game, and Hall is nipping on her heels at 5.3 rebounds a game. The Lady Bears will have to find these three girls and put a body on them every time. As this Yellow Jacket squad, John, they're averaging 31 rebounds a game.
Yeah.
And, that's when you get those second chance opportunities offensively or keep Spencer County from having second chance opportunities, it can make all the difference in the world, as we've seen over the last couple weeks.
Yeah, so many times we've seen this from this team. The team that protects the ball and rebounds the best, more often than not, is going to be the winner of the game. And the way Spencer County's been able to attack the boards, the way that they've been able to protect the basketball, a majority of games, we're seeing the Lady Bears winning that turnover margin. And so doing those things right mean everything for this team. Much of what we see from Coach Howie during the game tonight, I think he's going to be trying to do a lot just to keep his players engaged. We've talked to Coach Howie before about how he likes to use that 2-2-1 press that I mentioned earlier in the game. And for him, he said doing that, being able to immediately go into that after you've scored, it keeps the girls just locked in that much more. And they're that much more focused on what's going on in the game rather than just trotting down the floor and trying to set up in your half-court defense. And so it does a lot to drive this Lady Bear team. Tonight, we need to see that fight. We need to see that focus for these Lady Bears to be able to advance to play Anderson County Friday night. It doesn't get any more real than this. This is regular season. It's over. Everyone right now out there on the floor has a clean slate. And tonight, one of these teams will have taken the court for the last time.
We're going to step away for one more quick break, and when we return, John and I will give you our final thoughts leading up to the tip, now about 6.5 minutes away on GHP Sports.
Are you looking for a reputable shop to take care of your ride? Stop by Dougherty's Body Shop and Service Center, offering all manner of body and mechanical work to keep your vehicle looking and performing at its best. Conveniently located at 910 Taylorsville Road in Taylorsville, or find us on the web at Dougherty'sBodyShop.com. Dougherty's Body Shop and Service Center. Big or small, we fix it all.
Welcome back to Shelby County High School. It's semifinals day number 2 of the 30th District Tournament. And, John, if this season has been any indication, this is a game where Spencer County should handle business and move on. But every year in the first round of these district tournaments, you see upsets. We saw the one last night with South Oldham beating Oldham County. That's a top 20 team in the state going down.
Yep.
And I know Coach Howe is not taking this game lightly. He actually drove to Versailles last week to watch their game against Lexington Christian last Wednesday, I believe it was. And I sat here with him last night for a couple hours and watched the two games last night. And he was telling me at practice, he reminded the girls, do you want to be the one that gets tweeted about or the one that gets wrote up in the paper about losing when you shouldn't lose in the first round? Or do you want everybody to just forget that you're even there and you continually move on through these tournaments? So I know this team has been sneaky good in the second half of the season. Spencer County's defense and rebounding, I think, will be key tonight. Lady Bears will have to limit those second chance opportunities by the Yellow Jackets, who's averaging 31 rebounds a game. In their previous meetings this year, John, Spencer County did out-rebound Woodford County 32-22 at Spencer County and 29-19 at Woodford County. And we all know defense travels.
Yep.
And if it travels here tonight and they out-rebound the Yellow Jackets like they did the previous two meetings, the Lady Bears will move on to face Anderson County for the district championship Friday night for the fourth year in a row.
That's it. It's that simple. The Lady Bears could come into this game overconfident and they could get smacked in the mouth. But I'm with you. If the Lady Bears can play their game, if they can control those boards, limit their turnovers, they should have this one won. But I'll say it again. This is a district opponent. You can never count a district opponent out. I mean, we've seen it. You mentioned the Oldham County, South Oldham. I know we talked about it earlier. I know we've mentioned it a few times already. But that was such a huge game that it's just kind of hard to point at anything else. But earlier in the week, Christian Academy lost to Ballard, the 1 seed of their district.
Yep.
Their boys team lost to Ballard, the 4 seed. And so it's just so many things happen this week. So many movements, so many changes. I mean, it's crazy. And, I've had people even ask me the idea of the region. Okay, so we go to regionals. Who are we going to play? And we won't even know that yet. That's the thing. Is the draw, I believe, is Saturday?
So usually on Sunday.
Usually on Sunday. Okay, so all we know is that the winner of a district will play the runner-up from another district. That's all we know. But there's no way to even think who our opponent could possibly be in advance to the region. All we know is Spencer County wins this game tonight. They are going to advance to the 8th region final. It's being played at Anderson County. Anderson County, having already punched their ticket last night, will be at the regional tournament that they're hosting. And the only thing guaranteed is those two won't play each other in the first round. That's it. Everything else it's up in the air. So you could end up playing a loser or a runner-up from a district that's a really good team, and the winner of a district that could be kind of not that great. And so it's really interesting to watch this stuff unfold throughout the end of the season.
But John, all this is talk. We can sit here and we can talk about stats. We can talk about numbers. We can talk about woulda, coulda, shouldas, or teams that should have won and didn't. But it all comes down to this is the semifinals of the district tournament.
That's right.
You win, you advance. You lose, your season is over.
Yeah.
And that's what it all boils down to. Do you want to be the story of the team that lost that shouldn't have? Or do you want to advance on and try to go and win the district?
I do want to say we are proud here at GHP Sports to be bringing you this broadcast. It's going to be a little bit off. We won't have a clock on the screen. Right now, our stats aren't transmitting like what we would want them to. And we're going to try to work through some of those problems. But, we tend to have some of this stuff happen when we travel to some different locations. But still, thrilled to be here, give you an opportunity to be able to watch this 30th District basketball tournament. And I'm excited for both the Lady Bears and the boys team tonight as they both have opportunities to take steps towards that regional tournament.
We do like John said, we do have a couple things down. I know the clock is one thing we'll try to mention often during the game. I don't know if you could hear the public address announcer. Probably not. So there'll be some other things that John and I will try to take care of tonight, but try to bring you the best broadcast possible, and go Lady Bears.
Yeah, we're going to step away for a little bit here. Might not be able to hear exactly what's going on with the public address announcer like Bo said, but we're going to step aside, though, for the playing of the national anthem. We will also ourselves be listening to the starting lineups, and we'll bring you those starting lineups as soon as the players are announced. So, like I said, it might be a little wonky, a little different than what you're used to, but we're going to do the best we can tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, Shelby County High School welcomes you to the German American Bank 30th District Tournament for tonight's matchup between the Lady Yellow Jackets of Woodford County and the Lady Bears of Spencer County. At this time, we ask that you please rise and gentlemen remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem performed tonight by the Spencer County High School Pep Band.
Spencer County Lady Bears. It looks like it's going to be the normal starting lineup for Coach Howie. We got Kayla Basham, Skylar Mills, Ava Rocky, Holly Johnson, and Ella Brown will round out the five for Spencer County. So again, Holly Johnson, Kayla Basham, Skylar Mills, Ella Brown, and Ava Rocky for the Lady Bears, and Caroline Gribble, Taylor Patterson, Emma Ruby, Haley Gordon, and Ella Webster for the Yellow Jackets. And, John, it's district time.
Yep.
Let's get it on.
It's never going to mean more than right now.
Ella Brown will jump center against the freshman Gribble. And we are underway. Tip controlled by the Lady Bears. That's over and back. Didn't get called right off the bat.
I've seen it too.
Yellow Jackets open up in a 1-2-2 press. Try to go to the backside to Ella Brown. Just overthrew her out of bounds.
There.
First
That
turnover
was
on the
there.
Bears.
That was there.
Bears open up in their 2-2-1 press. Got a deflection there by Brown. Get it across to Gordon. Over to Webster. Bears open up man-to-man. Patterson tries to go down low. It's taken away by Mills. Mills, top of the key. Goes to Brown. Left hand, off the glass and in. 2-0 Lady Bears. Gribble gets it in front court. Tries to go to Ruby. She'll back it out, set the offense for the Yellow Jackets. Patterson, top of the key, back to Ruby. Over to Webster. She's being guarded by Holly Johnson. Bears switch everything. That's Gordon. They try to weave across the top. Ruby. Backdoor cut goes to Webster. Ball's tapped out of bounds. Going to go over to Spencer County.
Wow, just a wall right there, Bo. Defensive top around the outside, around the arc. Spencer County just not allowing that penetration to happen. And even when that pass came in, not a very good pass, a little errant right there, causing that turnover.
Both teams maybe a little district jitters, John. Basham, short corner to Johnson. Johnson, nobody guards her. She goes into the left.
That's not the jitters right there at all.
Coach Eason wants a quick 30-second timeout.
Holly Johnson recognizing what was going on around her, able to get down there for the easy 2 points. Spencer County leading 4-0 early in this game. And Coach Eason, like you said, Bo, she's already saying we got to do something on the inside. We've had just 2 scoring chances for the Spencer County Bears, and both the bigs are the ones getting it. And so that post position, a major concern for Coach Easton and the Lady Yellow Jackets, and what they're going to be able to do down there, what they're going to be able to do to defend, to rebound, to even box out. I mean, it's just such a chore for them when they're undersized to be able to handle the size of Spencer County under the basket.
2 minutes into the game, John, Woodford County has not got a shot off yet. Webster gets it into front court. Guarded by Johnson. Switch off to Rocky. Top of the key to Ruby. She looks to drive. Over to Gordon. Webster drives, gets into the lane, goes up, right hand, off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Mills. Bears off and running. Gets it to Rocky. Short corner to Brown. Brown had Johnson down low. Not there again. Holly brings it down. Back up top. Goes to Mills. Bears will reset. Good 1-2-2. Johnson in short corner. Back to Mills. Open for the wing three. It's good!
Skylar Mills got over those jitters too right there, Bo. Great job. Lady Bears lead 7-0. Just over 5 minutes left to go in the first.
Ruby, top of the key three. Back iron, no good. Rebounded by Rocky. She pushes it up to Basham. Down to Brown. Gets down low to Holly Johnson. Back out to Mills. She'll back it back out. Coach Howie calls out the play. 7-0 Bears lead. 4:50 left to go in the first quarter. Brown from the left wing. Rocky down low, all by herself. Back out to Brown. She'll take the wing three. Front iron, no good. Rebounded by Basham, back up and in. We got another timeout by Coach Eason.
Bo, what did we talk about the pregame? What did we talk about the things that were important for Spencer County in this game to be able to be, not only competitive but pull away with the win? And it's that controlling your possession, causing turnovers, and the biggest one, Bo, rebounding. Spencer County handling the business on the boards right now, and Woodford County just no answer on the inside. The length of the Lady Bears is just tormenting these Lady Yellow Jackets.
Again, you talk about the defense, John. We're 4 minutes into this ball game. Spencer County's up 9-0. One shot.
Yeah.
2 shots. Take that back.
2 shots.
Ella Ruby got the one from the top of the key.
Yep.
2 shots is all Woodford County's even got off.
Yeah, and it's Spencer County's defense, again, you said it, defense travels. And this is a defense, again, to finish the regular season, ranked second in the state as scoring defense. And that's something right there. That's nothing that, anybody should scoff at or anything. Second highest ranked scoring defense in the state of Kentucky. And these Lady Bears are showing how they do it right now.
It really is amazing, John, that 2 of the top 3 or 4 in the state are in this district.
Yeah.
With Anderson County also. So 2 very good defenses that we've seen on display this year. Get the ball up to Gribble. Break that press. Webster surveys the Spencer County defense. Gives it up to Ruby. Ruby looking to drive. Gets down to the short corner. Nothing there. Back out top to Gordon. Go down low to Gribble. Gribble up off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Brown. Up to Rocky.
Oh, she walked. Yep. That one split second where she was thinking about that pass, that did it right there.
Stolen away by Rocky. Gives it up to Johnson. Shots up, no good. Gets her on. Back up with the left hand and in.
That rebounding is killing Woodford County.
Ten-second violation. Another turnover on the Lady Jackets. It's 5 turnovers now, John.
5 turnovers, 3:25 left to go in the first. Woodford County finally bringing some fresh legs off the bench to see if they could be a little more effective.
Good contingent of blue over there on the other side of the court, John, but there's plenty of seats.
Yep.
You're still in Taylorsville. There's 2 games here tonight. Boys will play right after this against Shelby.
Isn't it great?
And the gym will be packed for that, and it being Shelby County.
But isn't it great how Spencer County blue is remarkably similar to Kentucky blue? I mean, it's just such a beautiful color to look over there across the waves of royal blue.
Basham over to Brown. Ella into the lane. Stops from 10 foot off the glass and in.
Wow. You've talked about that before, Bo, how that's a lost art at times. Just that ability to stop and get that
Tap
shot
by
off.
Mills. Gribble picks it back up, gives it to Gordon. Shots up and in. Going to get a foul, I believe, on Basham.
Yep, that is going to be on Kayla. It'll be her first, team's first.
First foul of the game, John.
Yep.
Gordon will step to the line. She is 77% on the season. Knocks it down to complete the three-point play. 2:46 left to go in the first. Bears lead by 10. Basham to the elbow. Back door. Brown, 10-footer, no good. Rebounded by Johnson. Up, that's no good. Hauled in by Gribble. Another second chance opportunity, though, there, John, by the Bears. Ruby calling out the offense. Jasmine Williams now checked into the game for the Lady Jackets. Gives it up to Webster. Over to Ruby. Webster cuts to the basket. No good. Rebounded by Rocky. Rocky pushes it up to Brown. Delayed break here by the Bears. Nothing there. Back out to Mills. She'll set the offense. Gives it up to Basham. Now to Brown. Bears begin their weave up top. Rocky to Basham. Long three by Kayla. Short. Rebounded by Webster. Webster dribbles between the circles, gives it up to Gordon, over to Williams. Now back down to Gordon on the block.
Oh. Rough call on Ella Brown. Her first, team second.
Gordon will step back to the line. She's 1 of 1 today. Mallory Cox checking in for Ava Rocky and Cassie Scott for Basham.
Minute 12 left to go in the quarter. Coach Howie trying to get a little bit more of a breather for some of the starters, I'm sure.
Gordon now has all 5 for the Jackets. Mills spins into the lane. Gives it up to Johnson, off the glass and in.
Wow, what a look right there. Great job by Skylar Mills just seeing that on the court, Bo, and being able to dish that ball off.
Bears lead is 10. 45 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Ruby dribbles between the circles. Williams over to Gordon on the left wing. Gives it up to Williams. She's going to go up over Scott. It's no good. Gets her own rebound. Backs it back out. Goes to Webster. She'll drive. Go down to the block. Spins. Hook shot. Up over Holly Johnson and in.
Basket by Webster.
15-7. Down inside of 12 seconds now left to go. Mills. Got to go. It's go time. 6 seconds. She drives the lane. Gets it over to Scott. Goes through her hands, out of bounds, over to the Yellow Jackets with 2.5 seconds left. Ruby, three-quarter court shot blocked by Brown. And that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. Your score, Spencer County 15, Woodford County 7. We'll be right back on GHP Sports. Welcome back to Shelby County High School. Spencer County leads Woodford County 15-7, John, after one. And I guess the story of that first quarter has probably got to be second chance opportunities the Lady Bears got.
Yeah, it has to be. Lady Bears leading the rebounding category 7-5 right now. And of those 7 rebounds for the Lady Bears, 3 of those offensive rebounds. And so great opportunity for them to get those second chance points. Also, something else I noticed looking through the stats real quick, the thing that shows out the most, shooting percentage. Spencer County shooting 58% to Woodford County's 25%. But also, Spencer County 3 assists in that first quarter, a big old goose egg for the Lady Yellow Jackets.
We talked about that several times with the boys team, John.
Yeah.
When they get 6, 7, 8, 9 assists a game, it's probably going to be a pretty good night. It's when it's 5 or lower, that's when they seem to struggle. It's like they don't share the ball, and this team shares the ball extremely well. Webster in the corner, goes down low to Gribble. Shots up, off the glass, no good. Gets her own, back up and in. Basham gives it up to Scott. Over to Cox. Back to Basham. She'll dribble back between the circles. Scott into the lane. Ella Brown, wing three. It's good.
Ella Brown stroking it from the outside. hasn't really done a lot of that as much as she did last year, but still 25% on the season.
Gordon, 15-footer, no good, rebounded by Cox. She'll push it up court for the Bears, give it up to Basham. Kayla spins into the lane. Goes up with the left hand, no good. Ball tapped around, rebounded by Gribble. Gives it up to Webster. She crosses over into front court, over to Gordon. Back to Webster in the corner. Looking down low to give it to Gribble. Opposite side to Webster. Being guarded by Cox. Bears staying in that man. I doubt you see anything else, John, tonight. Gordon, wing three, off the glass and in. The bank is open.
It is only Wednesday.
(18-12). Bears lead cut to 6 with 6 minutes left to go in the first half. Brown drives, gives it up. Johnson, reverse layup, up, no good, but she will draw a foul.
It's going to be on number 10, Caroline Gribble. It's going to be her first, team's first.
10 minutes into the game, first foul called on Woodford County. Johnson will step to the line for the Bears. She makes the first.
Johnson shooting free throws 70% so far on the season. Bo, she hasn't really had a lot of trips to the charity stripe, but, effective when she's there.
Mills and Rocky check back in for the Bears. Holly makes them both.
Coach Howard wants a timeout, too.
Gracie Brown will check in for Holly Johnson. Coach Howie does get a 30-second timeout. His first timeout taken.
Be a good break right there for Holly, being out there since the game started. Give her a chance to catch her breath a little bit. Again, Spencer County leading 20-12. We have seen, at least towards the end of the first quarter, beginning of the second quarter, Woodford County trying to impose their will a little bit more under the basket, where earlier they were struggling to get those rebounds. They were struggling defensively to shut down the Lady Bears under the basket, but trying to get something going. Coach Eason trying to inspire her team a little bit to at least take that part of the game away from Spencer County, to force the Lady Bears to start shooting more shots from outside if they're going to continue to score.
Woodford easily breaks the press, gets it across to Gordon. Williams from the left wing. Gordon in corner, back to Williams. Swing the ball around to Webster. Now back to Webster in the corner. She'll take the long three. That's no good. Going to get a foul on Gordon, I believe.
Yeah,
pushing
I think so.
Skylar Mills.
Yep, that's who it's going to get. It's going to be her first, team second.
.5:20 left to go in the first half. Bears lead by 8. Woodford now switched to man. Basham. Over to Mills on the left wing. Team's very patient, John.
Yeah, no need to rush.
Rocky to Mills. Mills. They both went with Rocky. Now she'll go out. Basham in the corner for three. It's good.
Kayla Basham.
Lady Bears now 2 of 4 from long range. Ruby. Ball tapped around, stolen by Brown. Mills pushes it into front court. Gives it to Basham. Down the corner. Rocky's got the shot. Don't take it. Goes down to Brown. Had a wide open layup. Didn't even look, John. Mills, she'll take the three, steps into it, it's good.
Her
Timeout,
second
Woodford
three-pointer.
County.
Second three-pointer of the night for Skylar Mills. Skylar, we talk about her not always necessarily dotting the scorebook, very often, but, she can. And, when it comes to shooting those three-pointers, Bo averages 38.6% from behind the arc. Just doesn't put it up much. So far tonight, couple good open looks, able to get those shots up and drain both of those. But I tell you what, the defensive breakdown on the possession before from Woodford County, they tried. One player thought they were switching off when Spencer County ran that pick and roll. The other one thought, nope, I'm staying with my man, leaving Skylar Mills open to drive down that lane to find Kayla Basham on the outside, and just an easy shot for her.
Bears on a quick 8-0 run since that timeout by Coach Howard.
Just over 4 minutes left in the first half.
Williams between the circles gives it over to Gordon. Williams in the corner. Gives it up to Cabell, who's checked in the game. Off the glass, no good. Ball's on the floor, rebounded by Brown. Gives it up to Mills. Mills calls the offense. Basham, top of the key to Rocky. Over to Mills, looks to drive. Not there, tapped by Williams, saved by Brown. Lady Bears will reset. 3:22 left to go in the half. Brown from the elbow, back out to Basham. Kayla spins into the lane, left hand, no good. We're going to get a foul on Haley Gordon.
I think so, too. And if it is, that's her second. And that's who it's on, Bo. Her second, team's third. That's a big foul right there. Just over 3 minutes left to go in the first half.
Basham will step to the line for the Bears. Shoot two. First one's good.
Into the game for Woodford County is number 24, Ella Webster. Into the game
Johnson checks back in, replacing Gracie Brown. Coach Howie with his starting five back out on the floor. Second free throw is also good. 28-12. We've got a little extracurriculars underneath here, aren't we, John?
Yeah, they're going to get Ava Rocky with a foul. It's going to be her first, team's first.
Williams over to Cabell. Left-hand dribble, gets in the lane. Drags her pivot foot, gets called for the travel.
Bo, you said defense travels. In that situation, the offense did too.
Seventh turnover on the Yellow Jackets. Basham between the circles. Gives it up to Brown. Ella looking to drive. To Rocky. Rocky into the lane. Good look. Going to go out to Brown for the three. It's good. Again, though, John had the shot on the block and give it up, but we'll take the three out of it.
It's those extra passes, Bo. They mean the world. They're going to get Ava Rocky with her
number
second.
Two on Ava, and that quickly gets Cassie Scott up off the bench.
That's her second, team second. Just over 2 minutes remaining in the second quarter. And, folks, we apologize if we don't keep up with the clock. We don't typically have to do that. And so it's kind of hard for us to remember to let you know where the clock is.
Stolen away by Brown. Mills pulls it back out. Minute 50 left to go in the first half. Scott, dribble handoff, goes to Brown. Over to Basham. Basham to the elbow, backs it back out. Mills to Basham. Now to Brown. Brown switches gears, goes into the lane, off the glass, no good. Wide open layup, missed that one. Ruby hands off to Webster. Being flanked by Mills. Back to Ruby in the corner. Tapped by Basham, picked back up by Ruby. Bears switching everything at that pick at the top of the key, John.
Yeah, and it, like I said earlier, it's just turned into a wall.
Webster spins into the lane. We're going to get an offensive foul on Gribble, I believe, underneath. Yep.
That's going to be her second. Team's third. Fourth. Yeah.
53 and a half seconds left to go in the half. Spencer County will be shooting the rest of the half on the next foul. Brown again goes by her man, shot up off the glass.
She wasn't
again.
missing that one.
Webster to Cabell, 17-footer. No good, rebounded by Brown. 18 seconds left, gives it up to Basham. Short corner, goes to Johnson. Back out to Basham, Bears will hold for the final shot. Now down to 9 seconds.
Gotta go.
Kayla, guarded by Cabell, spins into the lane. Left-hand shot off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Scott, tries to go back up. We are going to get a foul.
We did get a foul. That's going to be an Evie Hall. Yeah, her first. Team's fifth.
There's no time left on the clock. Nobody will be on the lane. See if they put time back on.
I think that's what they're talking about right now, is whether or not there would be time left. If they do, Bo, I could see them potentially maybe
0.3.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they put on the clock, actually. So good call there. That was nice.
Scott at the line for 2, misses the first. 0.3 also, John. There's a big difference in that. That's when you got 0.3 seconds, all you've got time for is the tap.
Yep, that's right.
And Cassie calmly sinks the second. The ball comes in, and that'll bring us to the end of the first half. Your score, Spencer County 34, Woodford County 12. Going down to Coach Howie. I believe Morgan is down there somewhere.
Yeah, there
waiting
she's
for
coming
him.
across
Yeah,
the
she
floor.
comes.
All right, Coach, big lead after a half, shooting very well. How do you look to extend that lead a little after halftime?
Yeah, really proud of them. They're looking to make that extra pass, getting do a lot of ball movement, being patient with our offense, and then hitting shots always looks better. Now we just got to continue to do what we do. Don't take our foot off the pedal. Just kind of it starts on the defensive end. So
thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Morgan. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you, Morgan. And, John, we're going to push it away to the half. Your score, Spencer County's 34, Woodford County 12. We'll be right back in just a minute on GHP Sports.
Dryer Vent Squad of Louisville reminds you that clogged or restricted dryer vents are the primary cause of dryer vent fires. Have your dryer exhaust vents inspected and cleaned by a professional at least once a year. Presented by the Dryer Vent Squad of Louisville. Dryer vent cleaning, rerouting, and repairing. Stay safe, save money and time. 502-712-0333. DryerVentSquad.com. Dryer Vent Squad, we get the lint out.
Country Mart in Taylorsville has the finest selection of freshly butchered meats, produce, and all of the other ingredients to make your mealtime a victory. If you're running short on time or just don't feel like cooking, Country Mart is the only place in Taylorsville to get delicious Champs chicken. Dine in or take it to go. Your family will love it. Make Make sure to use your Country Mart card to save on food and earn points at the pump. Country Mart, your local grocery, proudly serving Taylorsville and all of Spencer County for over 50 years.
What a tool! He could hit a gas line.
Wait, he's contacting 811.
They'll mark the underground utilities free.
Turns out he is smarter than he looks.
Know what's below 811 before you dig.
Welcome back to Shelby County High School. You threw me off, John.
Well, I was a little bit off, too. I kept waiting to hear your voice come in. I thought, well, I guess I'm going to take this one.
See some of our Country Mart highlights from the first half. And, John, first half highlighted by rebounding on the Spencer County side offensively in particular and three-point shooting. Bears 5 of 7 from 3 in the first half.
Yeah, between that – you talked about it earlier, Bo. When we finished the first quarter, one of the big stats that we had noticed was assists. And I say big. Spencer County had 3, 0 for Woodford County. But for that, Spencer County picked up 4 more assists in that second quarter. Woodford County got 1. So 7-1 in the assist. And that's, to me, between that and the rebounding, Spencer County with 11, Woodford County with 8. But of those 11 rebounds, Bo, 4 of those rebounds, offensive rebounds. Spencer County's taking care of the basketball, only 3 turnovers to Woodford County's 9. They're rebounding better than Woodford County. They're shooting better, 52% to Woodford County's 25%, and then again the assist, 7 assists to 1.
John, I'm getting a little feedback on your Spencer County UK Blues statement.
Oh, yeah?
From my neighbor, Pat. Said you need to retract that.
It's not
Pat, I agree
retracted.
with him. So you're going to lose that battle.
That's right. That's right. And, we're proud of that. Fight to the death about it. We've got that. And, yes, Pat, if you're with us, as you can see on your screen right now, the fans over there wearing that beautiful Kentucky blue.
Coach Howie called a timeout, John, with 6 minutes left to go in that second quarter after the free throws.
Yep.
And the score was 20-12 at that point. So actually, Spencer County actually finished the first half on a 16-0 run.
Yeah. Just an unreal effort from them, both offensively and defensively. We know what we're going to get out of Spencer County when it comes to the defensive aspect of the game. We know they're going to come out, they're going to play well, they're going to trap, they're going to cause turnovers. They're going to be in position to make it difficult for you to get an open look. The one question mark that's been for Spencer County through most of the season is, can they match that defense with a scoring effort? And we're seeing that out of them so far tonight, Bo. 34 points on this game tonight. Spencer County, a team that, doesn't average a lot on the offense, and that's what kind of hurts them. But, yeah, as you look at some of the team stats right here, this is what I was talking about a little bit ago. Spencer County's shooting it at a 52% clip right now, 25% for Woodford County. And those three-pointers, Bo, 5 of 7. We've seen Skylar Mills hit 2 of them. We've seen Kayla Basham hit. We've seen Ella Brown hit 2. Just some great shooting by the Lady Bears, and it's not just one Lady Bear that Coach Eason and the Lady Yellow Jackets are having to worry about. We look at the rebounding now. As I was mentioning a little bit ago, rebounding, Spencer County leading the way 11-8 in that rebounding category. And again, those offensive rebounds mean the world to the Lady Bears. 4 of those rebounds being offensive, getting them those second chance opportunities at Bo, they're just so important.
7 assists also on 12 made baskets.
Yeah, 7 assists.
We were just talking about that at the end of the first, how important that is, how huge that is, sharing the basketball, that extra pass.
That's right.
You said, that makes all the difference in the world. Actually, a couple of those were assists that come from the inside out where we have wide open shots on the block.
We did.
Passed them back out for the 3. Still got the assist, still got the bucket. But
now we look at the turnover situation, as I mentioned a little bit ago. Spencer County only having committed 3 turnovers to 9 for Woodford County. And of those 9, 4 of those steals. Yeah, and a lot of that we're seeing from where Spencer County is running that press, making it difficult for Woodford County to get up the court, forcing them to make those long passes. And if I've said it once, I've said it 100 times, I hate cross-court, long-type passes. A lot of things can happen. A lot of players can adjust to try to cause, a deflection, to intercept that pass, to do different things. Those long passes are just can be the vein of the existence of some teams that are trying to break presses, and Spencer County taking advantage of that with those 4 steals.
We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll get you set for the second half. Spencer County leads Woodford County 34-12. We'll be right back on GHP Sports.
Hi, I'm Kelly Hubbock, and I have been a proud resident of Spencer County for nearly 15 years. As a local real estate agent, I am thrilled to be working with Brown Realty and assisting more of my neighbors and friends right here in Taylorsville with their real estate needs. I can think of no better place to put down roots, both professionally and personally, than in Spencer County. Our community sets itself apart from others in that it possesses a small town atmosphere, in addition to residents who truly go above and beyond to help one another in whatever capacity necessary. Those traits, mixed with the genuine beauty of the county, make me honored to not only live and work here, but to raise my children here as well. In addition to real estate, I serve on the executive board for the Spencer County Taylorsville Chamber of Commerce, and I look forward to working with fellow business owners and residents of our community for years to come.
Are you looking for a reputable shop to take care of your ride? Stop by Dougherty's Body Shop and Service Center, offering all manner of body and mechanical work to keep your vehicle looking and performing at its best. Conveniently located at 910 Taylorsville Road in Taylorsville, or find us on the web at Dougherty'sBodyShop.com. Dougherty's Body Shop and Service Center. Big or small, we fix it all.
Back at Shelby County High School, 30th District semifinal number 2. Spencer County leads Woodford County 34-12. John, winner goes on to face Anderson County at 6 o'clock on Friday.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say I haven't seen Coach Birdwhistle in the gym tonight. I'm not saying he's not here, but I imagine he might be joining us at home right now. And Clay, if you're listening, we appreciate the audience you bring, appreciate everything you've said for GHP Sports, and look forward to seeing you Friday night.
John, let's look at some individual scoring.
Sure.
Right quick before we get started here. We got about a minute before we go back to the second half. We'll start with Woodford County. Leading the way for the Yellow Jackets is Haley Gordon with 8. And you have Caroline Gribble with 2 and Ella Webster with 2. And that rounds out the scoring for the Yellow Jackets. For Spencer County, Ella Brown leads the way with 12 points, 4 rebounds. Also scoring for the Bears, Holly Johnson has 8. Kayla Basham has 7. Skylar Mills was 6. And Cassie Scott hit the one free throw there toward the right at the end of the second quarter. And Ryan just about failed.
Yeah, I know. Sitting here, if he's expecting one of us to help him, he's far enough away. We're not that quick.
16 more minutes of game time, John, here. What's Coach Howie looking for here in the second half?
More of the same. I mean, he's got to love what he's seen from his defense. He's denied so much to Ella Webster, to Haley Gordon, and what they've been able to do offensively to other teams. Also, the way he's got to like the press and the turnovers that they've been able to cause. But really, I look for Coach Howie, again, more of the same, build that lead, and you might even see him pull back on the reins a little bit towards the end of this game.
Mills dribbles to the left side, goes down low to Johnson on the block, back to Mills, top of the key. Skylar, back it back out, dribble between the circles. Looks to drive, gets in the lane, out to Basham. From the left wing, 3 is up, no good. Rebounded by Gribble. That has been a bright spot for the Yellow Jackets there, John. Gribble's really had a good night on the boards.
Yeah, and she's had to, really. It's just been so difficult, so physical for her down underneath.
Webster gives it up to Ruby. Dribble around the horn. Ruby all the way into the basket. Off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Johnson. Mills, dribble handoff to Basham. Over to Rocky. Now Ella Brown. Bears weave across the top. Mills, top of the key, drives the elbow, out to Basham. Tries to cut back, falls to the ground, gets it to Mills. To Rocky. She's open for a three. No good. Rebound. Brought down by Patterson. Webster spins into the lane. Back out. Goes up. Over Mills. We're going to get a foul called on Skylar.
Yeah, and that's going to be her first, team's first.
Didn't mention fouls, John. Really, the only Bear remotely in any foul trouble in the first half. Ava Rocky had 2.
Yep.
Caroline Gribble and Haley Gordon both had 2 for Woodford. Webster makes the first.
Yeah, Webster 78.7% from the charity stripe, and so this is not foreign territory to her at all right now, Bo. She's very comfortable up there.
Makes them both. Breaks that 16-0 run by the Bears, leading back in a little over half of the second quarter. Basham spins in the lane. Left hand, no good. Rebound again by Johnson. Back out to Mills. Schuyler gives it up to Brown. Brown to Rocky. Over to Basham. Bears looking for the mismatch. Over in the corner. Rocky wide open. Corner three. No good. Rebounded by Basham. We're going to get a foul on Taylor Patterson.
That's her first. Team's first.
Mills will throw in from underneath. Goes to Brown, wide open for the layup. Bears lead back to 22. 5.5 minutes left to go in the third. Webster looking to drive on Rocky. Spin.
Oh, that's cheap. They're going to get Ava Rocky. That's going to be her third. Mallory Cox, quick up off the bench for Coach Howie.
At the line for Woodford County is number 24, Ella Webster. She'll shoot 2.
Webster just made 2 at the line.
Good job.
Yeah, I'll try.
Yeah. Sometimes that jinx works the right way.
Is number 11, Mallory Cox.
Cox does check in for Rocky. Second one for Webster rolls home. Little press by Woodford. Bears beat it easily. Then we're going to get a foul on Patterson. Or on Webster.
No, it's Webster is going to get that. That's her first. Team second.
Johnson throws it in to Basham in the corner. Down low, Brown spins underneath. It's good.
Just no problem at all for Ella Brown under there.
Ruby gives it up to Gordon. Looking down low. Feeds it down to Gribble. Gribble up and under, nothing there. Back out to Gordon for 3. It's short. Going to go out of bounds over to Spencer County.
Woodford County making some adjustments at halftime, Bo. We're definitely seeing them get a few more shots off this half. Spencer County's defense still up to the task so far and being able to limit much damage from those shots, but Woodford County is battling.
Long 3 by Basham is no good. Rebounded again by Gribble. Try to go down low to Gribble, stolen away by Basham. Pushes it up to Brown. Short corner to Johnson. Little high to Basham. She recovers, goes up. That's no good. Rebounded by Patterson. Trying to force the ball down low. Gribble guarded by Basham. Turn around, shots up, no good. Rebounded by Basham.
Great defense by Kayla Basham there, just standing her ground. She has right to that position, stayed straight up and down, just denying that clear shot.
Mills dribbles between the circles. Coach Howie wants a timeout. Be a full timeout.
Little rough for both offenses so far in this third quarter, Bo, as they come out. Spencer County having scored 4 points in this third quarter. Woodford County 3. As we're almost halfway through, or right around halfway through the third quarter, and it's just seems like neither team is getting really, really comfortable looks. And for Woodford County, credit their defense and the fact that they have denied some looks. They've denied some of these different things that Spencer County is trying to do. They're switching off better, doing different things to try to eliminate some of the easier shots for the Lady Bears. And then the Lady Bears defense doing what it does, even though Shelby County's getting some shots, Bo. I mean, they're still only shooting 19% from the field, and so missing a lot of those opportunities and making it very difficult for them to claw back into this game.
Coach Birdwhistle, I don't know what that is on that table, but you need to save some for me and John. We're fat boys, and we like to eat.
Yes, sir.
Spencer County will trigger in. Scott now checked into the game for the Bears along with Gracie Brown. Cox to Brown. Back to Mills. Mills to the elbow. Gives it up to Cox. Gets into the lane. Out to Brown. Goes up. Off the glass and in.
Oh, what great adjustment by Ella Brown as she went to pull up for that shot. Saw it wasn't there, able to just reposition her body to be able to get around the defender and get that easy two.
Webster looking down low. Gets it down to Hall. Hall, turnaround. Shots up, no good. Rebounded by Cox. Cox pushes it into the front court. Gets it to Brown. Bears will back it back out and reset. 2:33 left to go in the third. Scott to Cox. Now to Mills. Brown looking to drive, backs it back out, gives it up to Cox. Ella switches gears, goes to the left side. Mills drives in the lane, up with the left hand, no good, rebounded by Patterson. Patterson, quick outlet pass goes up to Ruby. Ruby goes down, has to throw it back out to Webster. Webster all the way into the lane, up off the glass, no good, rebounded by Hall. We're going to get a Spencer County foul on Ella Brown.
Looked like a lot of basketball to me, Bo. That's going to be Ella Brown's second, team's third.
Hall steps to the line. She's a 54% free throw shooter for the freshman. Nothing but net on the first one.
Into the game for Spencer County is number 1, Kayla
Basham checks in for Mills. Give her that little bit of extra, John, going into the fourth quarter. Minute 50 left to go in the third. High arcing shots, no good. Rebounded by Gracie Brown. Bears staying with the weave. Basham being guarded by Gordon. Now to Scott, over to Cox. Basham tries to go to Brown down low, taken away by Hall. Webster into the front court. She'll back it back out, set the offense. Minute 6 left to go in the third. Go down low to Hall, being guarded by Brown. Shots up. We're going to get a foul on Gracie Brown.
It's going to be Gracie's first. Team's fourth. 57.6 seconds left in the third quarter.
Rocky and Lily Hughes checks in for the first time. Hall makes them both. Bears lead is 22. Less than a minute to go in the third. Could have been over and back there, John.
I don't think all 3 points crossed. You got to have both feet and the ball. I believe Cassie Scott kept that back foot in the backcourt.
Scott drives baseline. Shots up off the glass. Almost goes in. We are going to get a foul on Taylor Patterson, I believe. And it is.
That's her second. Team's third. Cassie Scott. One of two on the night from the free throw line. As Bo, you mentioned earlier, they're going into halftime getting that free throw.
Scott makes one of two. Tapped around, brought down by Hall. Gives it up to Gordon. 27 seconds left. Down low to Hall. We're going to get a foul on Rocky, and that'll be number 4.
That's who they got. Ava Rocky with her fourth. Team's fifth. Woodford County will be shooting. Evie Hall steps to the line, 53.8% on the season from the free throw line.
It's the first. Cox checks in for Rocky. Ball tapped around, rebounded by Gordon. Out to Webster, wide open for a wing three. It's good. Shot by Cox is no good. Gets her own rebound. Goes out to Basham. 6 seconds left. Basham spins. Goes to the left hand. Shot is up. Rolls in.
Friendly roll in Shelbyville tonight.
That'll bring us to the end of 3. Your score, Spencer County 43, Woodford County 22. We'll be right back on GHP Sports.
Curious what your home is worth? Visit brownrealty.com. Brown Realty, serving Spencer County and beyond for nearly 20 years. Brown Realty, your local realtor.
Back at Shelby County High School, Spencer County leads Woodford County 43-22. Let's get ready to start the fourth quarter. John, sluggish third quarter for the Lady Bears. Actually got outscored by Woodford there, 10-9.
Yeah, I mean, sluggish for both teams. I mean, Woodford County's kind of struggled through most of this game. Only having put up 22 points in those 3 quarters it's really difficult. It has been difficult for them to beat this Lady Bear defense, but Spencer County's still doing a lot of things right. I mean, Woodford County making up some ground in that rebounding category. 18 rebounds for Spencer County, 16 for Woodford County. But, Bo, again, where we're seeing the major issues and where we're seeing the big difference, of course, the field goal percentage, Spencer County 44, Woodford 19. Turnovers. Woodford County has committed 10 turnovers to 4 for Spencer County. Spencer County with 9 assists and only 1 for the Woodford County Lady Yellow Jackets.
Webster being flanked by Brown. Looks to drive, spins in the lane. Back out to Ruby. She'll drive into the lane. That gets shut down. Now Webster, left wing. Goes off the pick by Patterson. Looking to drive. Gets by Cox. Shot up off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Cox. She'll lead the break. Bears don't have the numbers. Back it out. Mills gets it between the circles. It's down low to Brown. Out to Mallory Cox. Wing three is no good. Long rebound goes to Hughes. Bears bring it back out. Hughes to Brown, over to Mills. Bears content with running clock here, John.
Yeah, there's no reason to be in any hurry. 21-point lead, 6.5 minutes left to go in the game.
Hughes gets her man off the dribble, out to Brown for the three. No good. Ball bounced around, rebounded by Cox. Third opportunity this time down the floor.
It's 5 rebounds from Mallory Cox and Bo. We haven't seen her a whole lot in this game. Doing a great job underneath, pulling down those boards, keeping these possessions alive.
Good. Timeout.
No, we're going to get a
moving pick on Lily Hughes.
Yep. First teams first. Just over 6 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter.
Ruby picks up her dribble, now is in trouble. Got to get rid of it. The ball's going to be tapped off of Gracie Brown. Stay with the Jackets. Holly Johnson will check in for Brown. Basham checking in for Hughes. Gordon into the lane. Tries to go to Patterson, taken away by Basham. Pushes the ball up to Cox. Five and a half minutes left to go. Taken away by Gordon. Gordon down for the left. No good. Rebounded by Basham. Gets it to Mills. She pushes it up the floor. Bears have numbers. Back it back out.
I think we're going to have a warning here on Coach Easton. She wasn't happy with that no call where Holly Gordon went up for that shot.
We're also going to get a foul on Webster.
It's her second. Team's first.
Cox brings it back out up top. Handoff goes to Brown, being guarded by Ruby. Cox into the lane. Picks up her dribble, gives it to Mills. Mills on in, tries to go up to the left. Shots blocked by Hall. Out of bounds and stay with the Lady Bears. Cassie Scott checks in for Skylar Mills. Be the last we see of Skylar tonight.
It might be.
Lob into Brown. Shot's no good. Gets her own rebound. Gives it up to Scott. Bears will reset. Brown into the lane. Up off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Hall. Webster drives all the way in the basket, runs over Basham for the charge.
Going to be Webster's third foul. Team second.
Definitely seen more charges taken from Kayla Basham than anybody else this year, John.
Oh, she just does such a great job of getting position, holding her ground.
Travel. 4:27 left to go. Bears lead is 21. Webster in the lane. Shot's no good. Rebounded again by Cox. Gives it up to Brown. Cox down low, off the glass and in. Lead is now 23, 45-22. Shots up, no good. Rebounded by Basham. Basham. Backs it back out. Now to Scott. Dribble handoff goes to Cox. Now to Basham. Left hand dribble all the way in. Shot up off the glass and in. (47-22), and Coach Eason is going to call a timeout, full timeout. That'll leave her with one.
Want to take this opportunity, remind everyone, stay with us. Of course, stay with us, obviously. We've got the Spencer County Bears coming up next against the Shelby County Rockets in the boys game. But also stay with us just even after this game. We will have the Kelly Hubbard coaches interview. We will have the Middletown Fence Company player of the game interview. It's going to be a little different. We don't have a chair up here for Coach Howie to kick back in and eat up a lot of time. Morgan is going to take care of those interviews for us on the court. And just to get a few thoughts from the player of the game, from Coach Howie. But right now, Spencer County sitting in the driver's seat in this game, 47-22. And as we, even figured last week when we were calling their last game, Bo, all roads in the district lead to Anderson County. And Coach Howie is leaving this game when he's done, and I'm sure his attention is going to be fully on Coach Clay Birdwhistle and the Lady Bearcats.
One timeout left for Woodford County. Coach Howie still has 3. Jasmine Williams will trigger in. For the Lady Jackets. Maybe. She's not checking in yet, John. Webster will throw it in. Ball tapped by Rocky into backcourt. Recovered by Ruby. Being guarded by Hughes. They go down low. Rocky playing good defense on the much bigger Patterson.
She is, and really has done a pretty good job down there through most of the game. Has gotten in foul trouble, and Bo, I'm not afraid to say it, some of those fouls seem a little bit like cheap touch fouls there that they've called on Ava Rocky, but for her size to be able to battle like she has against some of the bigger bodies of Woodford County, she's had a great game.
Cabell will dribble between the circles. Waves Williams around. Looking to get the ball down low to Evie Hall. Williams drives the lane. Wide open layup. Misses. Rebound brought down by Gracie Brown. .228 left to go. Scott to Rocky. To Brown. Stops. Free throw line jumper off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Hall. Williams across the top over to Cabell. She'll dribble back out between the circles. Being guarded by Hughes. Now over to Williams. Williams looks to drive. Gives it up to Webster. Guarded by Scott. Webster in the lane. Going to get a bump on Cassie Scott.
That's her first. Team second.
Into the game for Spencer County is
Addison Mercer checks in for the first time along with Mallory Cox. Webster pulled that. Rebound by Williams. That foul is on Addison Mercer. That's her first. Team's third. Williams will step to the line. 65% free throw shooter. First one short.
It's times like this, Bo, that, I mean, as much as I love the Lady Bears, as much as I love seeing them win basketball games, my heart does go out to some of these Woodford County players. And to know that this is their last game of the season tonight, that they're going to not be able to get this victory, not be able to play Friday night, it's rough. And we talked about it in the pregame, just how resilient this team from Versailles has been and what they've been through the early season, how they've battled, how they've grown this program this season into something that can be looked at as something respectable. And tonight they're just going to fall a little bit short.
Webster down for the layup is good. We're going to get a foul on Lily Hughes.
It's going to be Lily's second foul. Team's third.
Foul was on Spencer County's number 4, Lily Hughes, her first, team 4. Webster will be at the line shooting 1.
Great career, John, by Ella Webster. Taylor Patterson also graduated from this squad. We talked about it when the game, before it actually started. You got to go back 3 years to equal the amount of victories this team has gotten this year. So good turnaround in year 2 under Coach Eason, and we wouldn't expect anything more, but even better next year.
Kennedy Cabell's going to pick up her first foul. Team's third. But no, I agree completely with you, Bo, and that's kind of what I was talking about. It's the fact that this team, they've come from so far down, and to build the program the way they are, Coach Eason, she's got them on the right track. She showed that this season alone and what they were able to do, and to get back in winning form after the first of the year. And this is a team that's got a bright future ahead of them. And
very young talent. Hall and Gribble, both freshmen on the floor. Ruby coming back next year. Scott, 3 from the corner, no good. Rebounded by the freshman Hall.
We're under 30 seconds remaining.
Williams. It's into the lane. Shots up, blocked by Scott. Williams gets it back, puts it in. 10 seconds left. Bears do have to cross the timeline. They get across to Hughes, and Bears will dribble out the clock. And that'll do it. Your final score, Spencer County 47, Woodford County 27. Bears will go on to face Anderson County Friday night at 6 o'clock in the 30th District Championship game. We are going to get Morgan down here. We're going to get a word with Coach Howie and John, our Middletown Fence Company player of the game. Today is going to be Ella Brown.
Oh, definitely.
Ella tonight with 18 points on 6 of 11 shooting, 2 of 4 from 3, 6 rebounds for Ella tonight. So congratulations to her and all the Lady Bears as they move on.
We're going to have a little bit of a battle of the bands going on here, it sounds like. We do have a little bit of time between these. We're going to talk some stats. Like Bo mentioned, hopefully we're going to get to see Coach Howie and Ella Brown, our Middletown Fence Company player of the game, here shortly, and get an opportunity to talk to both of them for a little bit. But, Bo, I mean, great game tonight for the Lady Bears. I say great game, and overall I believe it was. But let's go down to Morgan, and she's got our Middletown Fence Company player of the game, Ella Brown.
All right, Ella, I'll make this quick. I know they're waiting for you. You had 18 points. What does this game mean to you?
Everything. We came out prepared for them. We wanted to win, and we have. And now we are focused on Anderson County.
Deb, how do you look to get ready for that big game on Friday?
We're going to take it tomorrow. We're going to have a good practice, and we're going to show up on Friday ready to kick their booties.
All right, thanks, Ella. Congrats.
Thank you.
Now we'll go over to Coach Howie.
All right, Howie, big district win. How does it feel?
So proud of them, so proud. You can't take anything lightly, and I know anything happens. And we'd had 2 good regular season games with them, but that didn't mean anything. And I was just real proud of how we started. Hitting outside shots, and not showing any nerves. And I'm just so proud of them. They played so hard, played together, and just kept going.
Looking at Anderson County Friday night, how do you look to prepare for that big game?
Well, we know them well. They know us well. So we're going to have to hit some shots and be tough, got to rebound. We're looking forward to it. We're excited to get to that game. And now we'll celebrate hard, but we'll start preparing for them tomorrow.
Yep. All right, thanks, Coach. Congratulations.
Thank you, Morgan. And John, we'll immediately do some stats here.
Sure.
Try to go over some things.
Sure.
And me and John might take a quick break here in just a few minutes.
We might.
But we'll get some team stats up here on the board.
Yeah,
first.
looking at these team stats right here, looking at the scoring, Spencer County finishing the game 40% from the field, 24% for the Woodford County Lady Yellow Jackets. And both those three-pointers, it kind of died off a little bit for Spencer County, not quite as accurate in that second half, finishing the game 5 of 14 from three-pointer for 36%. But the Woodford County Lady Yellow Jackets, who have actually done decent from the three-point line from time to time, 25% on the season, held to 33%, I guess, here, but they only got 6 shots off is what I'm getting at right here. Spencer County doing a great job of that perimeter defense, being able to just keep them from getting those shots up from long range. Looking at the rebounding, we talked about at the beginning of the game, this was key. Lady Bears finishes the game with 27 rebounds, 10 of those rebounds being offensive, to Woodford County's 20 rebounds, 5 of those being offensive, but then the assists come in. And that's what Bo, we talked about that earlier. The fact that a lot of times you see a team with a lot of assists, you're going to see good things happen out there on the court. Spencer County, 10 assists in this game, only 1 for the Lady Yellow Jackets.
Individually, well, we've still got some, here we go.
A few more team stats. We can look at the turnovers here. Spencer County doing a pretty good job protecting the ball. Now, towards the end of the game, got a little bit sloppier with it. At the end of the third quarter, Spencer County only had committed 4 turnovers, 4 in the fourth quarter alone. So something Coach Howie's probably not going to be too thrilled about when he gets back and watches this game and sees just a little bit of sloppy play from the girls in that fourth quarter. But 8 turnovers, 12 turnovers for the Lady Yellow Jackets. And again, big deal for Spencer County, 6 of those turnovers for the Lady Yellow Jackets being steals. 3 blocks. Spencer County, their length and what they were able to do underneath caused problems for the Lady Yellow Jackets all night long, Bo.
Individually, we'll go over some scoring. First for Spencer County, Ella Brown led the way with 18 points tonight to go along with 6 rebounds. Also scoring for the Bears, Kayla Basham with 11, Holly Johnson with 8, Skylar Mills with 6, Mallory Cox with 2, but also 6 rebounds for Mallory tonight, and Cassie Scott with 2. And for the Yellow Jackets, Ella Webster finished with 11. Haley Gordon with 8. She had those 8 in the first half, John. Didn't score in the second half. Caroline Gribble with 2. Evie Hall with 4. And Jasmine Williams with 2 for their 27. So another victory for the Spencer County Lady Bears, 47-27. They'll move on again, like we said, to Friday night's 30th District Championship game against Anderson County. That game will start at 6 o'clock. John and I will be on about 5:30, ready to go with our pregame, and look forward to another good ball game.
Look forward to the leftovers from Coach Birdwhistle's house, bringing them to us Friday night. We can have a little bit of fun with our pregame too. But no, I do believe, Bo, we are going to step away, take a little bit of a break. I know
about 10 or 12 minutes.
Need to visit the little boys' room, and these are a lot of steps. And so it's going to take me a little bit to get down there and back. But anyway, again, Lady Bears win tonight, 47-27. Great win in the semifinals of the 30th District for women's basketball. And Lady Bears do advance to play Anderson County on Friday night for the championship. And, Bo, didn't even mention that win. Lady Bears have punched their tickets to the region.
Also punched their ticket to the region. So win or lose Friday night, they'll go on to next week's regional tournament, which will be held at Anderson County.
Yep.
So that's when we'll come over to Coach Birdwhistle's house and eat.
That's right.
So tip-off for the boys' game is about 41 minutes away. So John and I are going to take about a 10-minute break. And when we come back, we'll get you set for Spencer County and Shelby County in the boys' semifinal. We'll be right back on GHP Sports. Hey, welcome back to Shelby County High School.
You about did it the first game. You actually you got the SP out that time. I heard that.
Game 2 of the night for me and John.
Hey,
here.
and Derek's bringing us nachos. You see this right here? Man, I tell you what, just the hospitality in this place is just unmatched. Unmatched. He didn't bring us nachos.
For those that's maybe just now joining us, Spencer County Lady Bears won their district semifinal game 47-27 over the Woodford County Yellow Jackets. They'll move on to play the Anderson County Lady Bearcats on Friday night at 6 o'clock.
Yep.
John and I will be on at 5:30 for that game. But we're going to move on to our second game of the night, John.
Yeah.
And that's the boys semifinal between the 2-seed Spencer County Bears and the host, the 3-seed Shelby County Rockets. And John, when I do these tournament games, I kind of like to do them a little bit different than, we always go over, we'll recap what they did the last game and stuff like that during the season. But when it comes to tournament time, everything's just a little different.
Yeah.
And some of the stats I kind of enjoy looking at going into tournament time. It kind of shows you who's playing the best ball in the season. And Shelby County is, right now, they're 5-5 in their last 10 games heading into the tournament. Spencer County, on the other hand, is 9-1. And since the calendar turned to 2024, Shelby County is 8-7 in 15 games. Spencer County is 14-2 in 16. And another thing, I kind of went down the rabbit hole and looked at games against teams with a 500 or better record on the season. Shelby County is 4-8. Spencer County is 13-7. So you can see, John, these Bears, they're battle-tested. They're calloused by the schedule that they played early on in the season.
They are, and we've been saying that for a while, too. Year after year, we've seen this tactic used by many Spencer County coaches in Bo. More often than not, this tactic's worked. I mean, just look at some of the non-district opponents the Bears have played this season. Oldham County, Taylor County, DeSales, North Oldham, Mail at King of the Bluegrass, Newport at King of the Bluegrass, Christian Academy when they were at Florida for that tournament, Bullitt East over at home. I mean, the list goes on and on. The level this Bears team is playing at can at least partially be because of the kind of competition that they played throughout the year. It reminds me, like with where they're at right now, reminds me a lot of Michigan State and Tom Izzo. Let's look at it that way. Every single year, no matter what happened early in the season, Tom Izzo always finds a way for the Spartans to be playing great basketball come tournament time. It just never fails. And for that, it's kind of what's been going on for Spencer County. We had that little bit of a rough start at the beginning of the season, but since it turned over, Bo, you mentioned the stats and what we've been able to do since the first of the year. And to see that type of performance out of the Spencer County Bears, it's Coach Burns has them going just firing at all cylinders at the right time. I do kind of wonder what Coach Burns will think about me comparing him to Tom Izzo. that could be kind of, I don't know.
He's a Patino guy now, you know that.
But, whether it's been Coach Burns fine-tuning some of his players or whether he's been beating it into them, Coach Burns, he's got this team doing exactly what it needs to do to win important ball games at the right time of the year.
John, this series goes back a long time between Spencer and Shelby County, long before records are kept. I don't know if they chiseled them out with a hammer or they played a lot.
Frog had 5 points.
But Spencer County has won 8 games in a row in this series, and that's dating back to 2017.
Yeah.
Spencer and Shelby County, they have met 3 times in the district tournament in recent history. Those games were in 2008 at Spencer County, 2009 at Anderson County, and 2014 here at Shelby County High School. All 3 of those wins, and I'm not here to try to bring the mood down or anything.
Yeah.
All 3 of those wins were Shelby County wins, and in 2018 and 2014, Shelby County would go on to win the 30th district tournament. They have played once this year, and as we mentioned before in the girls' game, girls played twice, boys played once. That game was January 12th. It was back in Taylorsville. Spencer County, John, started out a little slow in that game,
Yeah.
trailed by as many as 6 in the first quarter. Cut that lead 14-13 by quarter's end. And second quarter was a lot of back and forth for the first 6 minutes and 50 seconds. Spencer County led 26-24 with 1:10 left in the half. Spencer County went on a 7-0 run over that last 70 seconds to take a 33-24 lead into the locker room.
Bit of a rough start is what you'd have to say about that game, but we've seen that happen out of these Bears a few different times, whether it's been the beginning of the game, whether it's been coming out of the locker room at halftime. Sometimes Coach Burns just has, this team will come out just a little sluggish, and I'm sure it drives Burns crazy when it happens. But Bo, you and I have both seen Coach Burns call timeouts no more than a couple possessions in the game because he felt like he needed to get his point across a little different way than just standing on the sideline. But make no mistake, he knows how to light a fire under this team, and once they find their rhythm, look out.
Yeah, that run, John, was really, that's all the Bears needed. They built that lead to as many as 19 in the second half. And it stayed in the 12 to 15-point range most of the second half. Shelby cut it down to 6, I believe, one time. Excuse me. And they cut into that lead a couple times. Bears eventually pulled away 75-63 to get the victories. Spencer County shot 28 of 55 from the field, 51%, 8 of 24 from 3 for 33%, and out-rebounded the Rockets 32-19. There were 4 Bears in double figures that night. Cox with 14, Baird had 14 points, 8 rebounds, Earhart with 13, Combs with 11. They almost had 6, John.
Yeah.
Marksbury ended up with 9, and Armstrong had 8 in the game. And then Shelby County shot 39% from the field on 16 of 41 shooting, but 11 of 22 from 3 for 50%. And the Rockets were led by their super duo of Michael Jones with 23 and Dylan Ritchie, who had 29. 20 of those were in the second half. The Bears' defense held the rest of the Shelby County roster to only 11 points for that game. And Dallas Mercer, who averaged 10 points a game, was held scoreless.
This is a dangerous Rockets team. Even when Spencer County got a decent lead on them, Shelby County, Bo, they just wouldn't go away. And you mentioned Dylan Ritchie. I'm here to tell you this kid is no joke. There are a lot of coaches that won't mind seeing Ritchie graduate this spring. A lot of coaches in this area. Spencer County got that win simply by controlling the basketball. The rebounding, the turnovers forced Shelby, that it forced them to give Spencer County these extra opportunities to where they had those second chance point opportunities, with those offensive rebounds. They also, with those turnovers, just had extra possession after extra possession after extra possession. In the end, Spencer County showed the Rockets why they've had the success that they've had this year.
We're going to take a quick break, but when we return, we'll run down the Rocket lineup and tell you who to watch for. We are now about 17 minutes away from tip-off. You're watching Bears basketball on GHP Sports.
Oh, boy. What?
We better get out of here. That clown is about to hit a water line.
He didn't contact 811 to mark the underground utilities.
Nope.
You saw that coming. Too bad he didn't.
No, what's below? 811 before you did.
The Cooperative Extension Office is here to serve all residents of Spencer County with educational and research-based programs. We offer programs for youth 5 to 18 years old through our 4-H program, where youth can make the best better. We offer free soil testing, and if you love to get your hands dirty, consider becoming a master gardener. We also offer programs for prevention, wellness, and individual family development, or you can check out our homemaker groups. We are located at 100 Oak Tree Way off Highway 44 in Taylorsville, Kentucky. Come in and see us or check us out on our website or Facebook.
At Acadia Counseling, we offer a professional, down-to-earth approach for adults, families, couples, and adolescents who are looking for lasting results in a non-judgmental environment. Located in St. Matthews and offering telehealth straight to your phone or Wi-Fi enabled smart device, Acadia Counseling offers evening and weekend appointments. Give us a call or schedule from our website and create a brighter future for yourself or a loved one.
Welcome back to Shelby County High School, host school of the 2024 Boys and Girls 30th District Tournament. And, John, before we go any farther, I want to thank Miss Vicki for bringing us that table.
Vicki, we tried.
We tried. We spent more time holding on to it than we did.
But just the thought alone,
yes,
you have no idea how much we appreciate the fact that you pulled that table in here. It means the world to us that you thought of us. We appreciate it. And not only, we've said before, we'll miss our seniors that we have on this team. We're going to miss the senior moms as well. They've been a very special group of moms to have around us, too.
John, let's get to know this Shelby County Rocket team. They are 15-12 on the season, 2-2 in district play. Now, I know some of you are going to go back and look at the KHSAA website and say, now, Bo, they're 3-2. And you're exactly right.
Yeah, you are.
But
there's an asterisk.
Unique. It's unique to them. They are crosstown rivals. Shelby and Collins play twice every year, but only one of those games count toward the district standings. And I know I love this, John, because I grew up in Eastern Kentucky. I played at Barville High School. My wife went to Knox Central. They were 2 blocks apart, and I'm telling you, the town was different the week leading up to that game. And, I mean, as often as you could have that, you should. And I'm glad they do that over here.
Yeah. And you can never underestimate a good rivalry. You and I have been, at some games where we've watched Collins and Shelby play. And Shelby students, they'll call Collins their little brother, and then the Collins students, we'll often hear them chanting off the side, Collins County, just trying to get underneath the skin of the Shelby County student section. And it's all in good fun. I mean, we had a blast when we went and saw Collins and Shelby playing football this last fall, and some of the things that was being chanted and said back and forth. It's just a great rivalry. So for them to play twice a year, if they didn't, Bo, it would almost be criminal. Now, as for you and Barville, I bet it was fun for the whole town of 25 people to come out and watch that game. But
it was 28 in my senior class.
Yeah, I know. You've always said that you were in the top 28 in your high school class.
I was.
Yeah.
But, John, these Rockets, they're currently enjoying their best season since 2016 under third-year coach Blake Traylor. Led by 3-year starter, all-region selection, senior guard Dylan Ritchie. We talked about him a little bit in the intro. He's averaging 19.6 points a game, 2.8 rebounds. He's got a scorer's mentality, John, and he's a lot like Cox and Earhart. When he gets off the bus, he's in range.
Yeah.
And hits 35% of his threes, and he gets up on average 10 threes a game. So this guy is going to shoot. Just be prepared for that. Then you got senior point guard Michael Jones. He's averaging 16.3 points, 5.6 rebounds a game. Very, very good rebounding guard, despite only being 5'9".
Yeah.
And he's a true triple threat when he gets the ball in his hands. He'll look to get the ball to the open man first, but if left open, he hits 38% from long range. If you overplay the three, he's also got the capability to beat you off the dribble, draws fouls. He's been to the free throw line 160 times this year, John, and makes 78% of those.
These two boys, Ritchie and Jones, I mean, they're worth the price of admission alone if you want to stop by Shelby County High School and watch some basketball. To compare them to our own Luke Earhart and Cam Cox, it's not much of a stretch. It's really quite something to watch Dylan Ritchie play basketball. His ability to find open space around the outside, around the perimeter of the offense, it's uncanny. Even when you're watching the game intently, or Bo, he and I, we can be sitting here watching that game and really focused on what's going on, and it seems like Dylan Ritchie can just teleport himself from the top of the key down to the corner. Nobody sees it. We don't see it. The defense doesn't see it, and he gets a lot of open looks from that corner when the defense doesn't slide down to take care of him. Michael Jones, he's been a perfect complement, too, to Dylan Ritchie for Coach Traylor. His ability to both shoot and drive draws a lot of attention from the defense, leaving Ritchie free to get up those long-range shots. For Spencer County to be successful tonight, we must know where both of these boys are on the court at all times.
Then you got 6'3" senior Dallas Mercer. Now, he's the one we talked about earlier. The Bears kept him scoreless in the game back on January 12th back in Taylorsville. 55%, John. He's averaging 10 points a game, 6 rebounds.
Yep.
55% of his shots are threes. He makes them at a 41% clip, but he can also make a living on the backside offensive rebounds if he's not blocked out on every shot.
That's right.
Fourth starter is 5'10" sophomore guard Javon Hunter, who is averaging 5.2 points.
Familiar.
2.2 rebounds a game. And if Bears fans think that sounds familiar, it should. He's the quarterback of Shelby County High School, and that October 6th game where Spencer County played at Shelby County. He was 8 of 9 for 115 yards passing with 2 touchdowns. Also ran the ball 17 times for 87 yards in that Shelby County victory. But in the basketball game, John, earlier this year, complete non-factor in the first game.
Yeah.
His playing time was severely limited. Picked up 2 quick fouls early, set the rest of the first half, picked up his 3rd foul early in the 3rd quarter, and really battled that for the rest of the game. And the basketball Rockets, they're really missing the services of another star football player.
Right, yep.
6'3", 230-pound junior, Adwin McDuffus. He was averaging 8.8 points, 6.3 rebounds a game before tearing his meniscus. It was sometime after the Spencer County game on January 12th. And his presence alone, John, caused many issues for the Rocket opponents. And I just want to say, if he goes back and watches this game, everybody here at GHP Sports, man, we wish you the best in your recovery. He's not only a big part of this basketball team, he was a huge part of the Rockets team. He created the holes for Gianni and Javon Hunter, and was also a force to be reckoned with on that defensive line. John, he's got a very promising football career, and I really hope we see him on the field October 11th when Shelby and Spencer meet next year in football.
Yeah, I always hate to hear of another student athlete getting hurt. You only get so many seasons in high school to play basketball or football or baseball or whatever you do. And yes, we do send you our best, young man. You are a great competitor. We look forward to seeing you in the navy blue and gold again real soon.
We're going to take one more quick break, and on the other side, John and I will give you our final pregame thoughts as we are now about 8 minutes away from tip-off on GHP Sports.
The People's Bank is proud to be a sponsor of the SCHS Bears. The People's Bank is an independent, local community bank dedicated to serving Spencer and surrounding counties. At the People's Bank, we are here to serve you with deposit accounts, mortgage loans, construction and land loans, as well as business and personal loans. The People's Bank is conveniently located with 2 locations, 23 West Main Street in historic downtown Taylorsville, and a branch at 5511 Taylorsville Road in Fisherville. Or you can visit us at our website, www.tpbtaylorsville.com. Banking excellence since 1903. The People's Bank, an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Not again. You don't mess with underground power lines.
Should have contacted 811. They'll mark those utility lines free.
Yeah, but this guy ain't real bright.
Neither is the neighborhood.
No, watch below 811 before you dig.
When you look for a veterinarian for your 4-legged friends, you want not only the best care, but also someone who loves your pets as much as you do. At Bourbon City Animal Hospital, we know your pets are family. That's why we treat you like you're a part of ours. Find us at 101 Buchanan Boulevard, Suite 1 in historic Bardstown, Kentucky, or on the web at bourboncityanimalhospital.com.
Welcome back to Shelby County High School, 30th District Boys Semifinal number 2.
I want you to take a second, Bo, and just look at the other side of this gymnasium right now.
It's all Spencer County.
Spencer County showing out large right here. We are actually sitting on what would be the Shelby County side. I mean, I'll admit it, Bo and I kind of wanted this so we could be behind the scorer's table and see what the officials were calling. But Spencer County, once again, outshowing a home crowd in their court. And I tell you what, it's something special to see these Bears fans travel.
The side of the floor we're sitting on, folks, they split between the home team, Shelby County Rockets, and Woodford County for their girls team.
Yeah.
And the other side of the floor is all blue. It's all Spencer County.
Awesome.
And it's, you know, these folks, they travel well when it comes to district time, and they love their Bears. John, the winner of this game tonight will advance to the championship game on Friday night. That game will be at 8:30. I don't know if we'll go off the air or not since the boys win tonight. That game will start at 8:30. They play Woodford County. I was here last night for the Woodford County Collins game. Woodford looked really, really good. Santonio Wade is back in the lineup for them, and he didn't start, but he came in with about 3 minutes into the first quarter, and I don't think he left the floor again. Very important piece, but either way, maybe more importantly, you win this game tonight, John. You punch your ticket next week to the region. It's played at the historic the Roy over in Henry County. Great place to watch basketball. One of the bigger gyms in the state of Kentucky. If you've never been over there, really is a treat. The place was built back in the 60s, and they built it that big to host that tournament. And it's hosted it every year for the boys. It's a great place to be. But John, we'll talk about rebounding was huge for the Bears in their game earlier this year against Shelby. Almost doubling them up, out-rebounded them 32-19. Spencer County will once again need to control the boards, especially since the Rockets are missing their leading rebounder in McDuffus. Also, the Bears will need to contain guards Dylan Ritchie and Michael Jones. And yes, I said contain because you will not stop them. They scored 52 of the 63 points the Rockets scored back in Taylorsville on January 12th. And don't forget, John, that was a 2-point game with a minute to go in the second quarter. So Bears got to be playing their best tonight. The Rockets are shooting inside the friendly confines of their own gym. And if those two get hot again and Dallas Mercer comes up and gets his average, this could be a tough first-round battle for the Bears. And just like I said during the girls' pregame show, all this talk, all these numbers, stats, everything we're talking to you guys about, it all comes down to win, you go on.
That's right.
Lose, you go home. You start thinking about next year.
So looking at this game, Ritchie and Jones, Jones and Ritchie, no matter how you say it, this is a deadly duo of guards. I would be surprised if early in the game we see anything at all but man defense coming from Coach Burns. He knows, and these Bears I'm sure know, how vital it is to stay in front of both of those guys, those scoring threats, to have the dribble drive opportunity that Jones brings, to have the outside range that Dylan Ritchie has. We've got to stay with those boys. If we can stay with them, and as you said, Bo, out-rebound, we have a great shot of seeing Henry County High School next week. I'll take it a step further, though. I'm hoping we see some press out of the Bears tonight. We talk about the rebounding. We talk about shutting down Ritchie and Jones. I would also like to see some of that full-court pressure come from Coach Burns and his staff. When playing the Rockets earlier this season, we were successful in creating some turnovers by trapping them in the full court. I think you add those turnovers into stopping Ritchie and Jones and out-rebounding the Rockets, and Coach Burns will have positioned his team to come out of here with a big win tonight and the right to play Woodford County for the district championship. Either way this goes, as you said, Bo, one team's done, one team goes on. Either way, one of these teams will be playing their last game of the 23-24 season that'll finish up here in a couple hours.
Spencer County is the higher seed, the 2 seed, which usually wears the home uniform, but there is a rule. I don't know if it's statewide or if they just do it here in this district. If the game is on your home floor, you do get to wear the home whites. Yeah. So Spencer County is wearing their black uniforms trimmed in blue and white, and Shelby County will be wearing their white uniforms trimmed in gold and navy. Couple of quick records too, John. I wanted to bring up. Coach Traylor is 0-3 in his career against Spencer County. Coach Burns, on the other hand, 8-4 in his career against Shelby. So
I want to remind everyone that wasn't with us for the girls' game. We're not sure just how much audio you're picking up from the PA. The public address announcer, and so we will step away for the national anthem, playing national anthem, and we will come back and we will make sure that you have those starting lineups for you, and that way you'll understand what's going on if you can't hear. So, but we're going to step away for a second and pay our respects to the flag here, and we'll be back in a moment on GHP Sports.
Is between the visitors on the scoreboard, the Spencer County Bears. And the home team on the scoreboard, the Shelby County Rockets. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise and gentlemen remove your hats for the playing of the national anthem, performed tonight by the Shelby County Pep Band. Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the starting lineups. First, for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Spencer County Bears. A 5'11" senior, a guard, number 3, Kellen Marksberry. And guard, 5'11" senior, number 5, Luke Earhart. Forward, a 6'5" senior, number 10, Keaton Baird. And forward, a 6'2" senior, number 13, Drew Barron. And at guard, a 6'2" senior, number 24, Camden Cox. The Bears are coached by Jason Burns. And now for the home team on the scoreboard, the Shelby County Rockets. At guard, a 5'10" senior, number 3, Dylan Ritchie. At forward, a 6'3" senior, number 4, Dallas Mercer. At guard, a 5'10" sophomore, number 10, Julian Hunter. At guard, a 5'9" senior, number 12, Michael Jones. And at guard, a 5'11" freshman, number 20, Gunnar Rose. The Rockets are
normal 5 for Coach Burns and his Spencer County Bears. Kellen Marksberry, Luke Earhart, Keaton Baird, Drew Barron, and Cam Cox. And for the home team on the scoreboard, the Shelby County Rockets, Dylan Ritchie, Dallas Mercer, Javon Hunter, Michael Jones, and Gunnar Rhodes. Rhodes, a freshman, with replacing McDuffus in that starting lineup. And the tip, controlled by the Bears, and we're underway. Marksberry crosses the timeline. Rockets start out man-to-man. Barron back to Marksbury. He'll take the long three. Rolls off, no good. Rebounded by Rhodes. Jones pushes it up to Mercer. Mercer into the lane. Shot is no good. We're going to get a foul on Drew Barron.
Yeah, that's going to be Drew's first, team's first.
Again, if you was not with us for the girls' game, we do not have the clock on the screen tonight. John and I will try to keep you up to date with that. Mercer misses the first free throw.
Mercer 63.8% from the charity stripe on the season. Been a little bit of struggle for him this year, Bo.
Good job, John.
Thank you.
Rebounded by Barron. Cox crosses the timeline, gets the ball to Baird from the elbow to Barron. Pump fakes down to the block, goes up with the right hand off the glass and in. Ritchie, quick fadeaway three is no good, rebounded by Earhart.
That's just that little bit of daylight that Ritchie needs, and he's going to fire that shot.
Marksbury down low. Baird goes up. He's going to get the foul called, I believe, on Gunnar Rhodes.
I think you're right, and you are. It's going to be Gunner's first, team's first.
Baird will step to the line for two. Keaton makes the first. Makes them both. Free throws really been a strength of this Bears squad, John, this year. 77% as a team on the season.
That was something they really did struggle with a lot last year, barely creeping into the 60s at times.
Rhodes down low. Stops, pops, it's good. Marksbury, left-hand dribble. Completely back off of him. Earhart, he'll take the three. It's a little long. Rebounded by Hunter. Gives it up to Jones. He'll back out, give it to Ritchie. Ritchie being guarded by Marksbury. Bears man-to-man. Mercer from the right wing to Rhodes. They swing it around to Jones. Jones goes off a moving pick, not called. Ritchie, long three is good. And then
a little bit of
showmanship there toward the Spencer County bench. Marksbury, he'll take the wing three. Right back at you.
And Marksbury, I love his composure right there, not reacting in any way to what Dylan Ritchie had just done. Went down, let his shot speak for him.
Bears lead by 2. 5:25 left to go in the first. Ritchie now guarded by Barron. Out of control.
And Barron still going to get the
out.
foul. Yep. That's going to be Drew's second foul, too, team second. 2 early fouls on Drew Barron. I got to believe we're going to see Jack Armstrong getting up here anytime.
At the line for the Rockets, shooting 2, Ritchie.
First free throw by Ritchie is no good. Might be a little karma in that, John.
Jack Armstrong does check in for Drew Barron. 5:18 left to go in the first quarter, and Drew having to sit with 2 fouls.
Ritchie makes the second. Bears lead is 1. Marksbury between the circles, goes over in the corner. Cox stops, 15-footer, short, rebounded by Mercer. Gives it up to Jones. Coach Traylor calls out the play. Goes off a pick by Rhodes. Jones all the way in. We'll get another Spencer County foul.
They're going to get on Kellen, too. That's his first, team's third.
Hunter throw in from underneath. Out long to Jones. Over to Ritchie. Bears now in a zone. Get it in the middle to Jones. Taken away by Marksbury. Kellen races the other end for the layup. And no good. Rebounded by Baird. Keaton up with the left hand. That's no good. Ball bounced out to Earhart. He'll take the wing three. That's no good. Saved by Marksbury into Rhodes. Rockets off and running. They got numbers. Mercer drives into the lane. Up with the left hand. Blocked by Baird. Spencer County back the other way. Marksbury now to Armstrong. Open for the wing three. That's no good.
Some cold shooting so far for the Bears, Bo. 25% from the field.
Jones looking down the road, pushes Marksbury down. And Burns is irate.
That's terrible right there. Absolutely terrible.
30-second timeout for Spencer County. Here's the replay on that. Clearly hands to the back. There's no denying that one, John.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, hands on him, pushing to the floor.
I mean, that's a 15-yard penalty in football.
Yeah, definitely.
.338 left to go in the first. Shelby leads by 1. Cox drives the lane. Up with the right hand and in. Jones goes to Ritchie. Double team. They go down low to Rhodes. Jackson Combs.
We're going to get a jump
tie
ball.
up.
Yep.
It'll stay with the Rockets. No, go stay with the.
No, it's with the Rockets. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, no, it's confusing there. They changed it to where they're the home team.
Yeah. Down low to Rhodes. Out to Ritchie. Short corner to Hunter. Tries to go back to Rhodes. Blocked by Armstrong. Bears off and running. Earhart takes it by himself. Left hand off the glass. No good. Put back up and in by Combs.
And we got a foul on this, too. Basket counts. Number 10, Javon Hunter, going to pick up his first. Team second. And Jackson Combs will go to the line for the old three-point play, Bo.
Old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
Combs knocks it down. Bears lead is 4. 2:54 left to go in the first. Rhodes spins, gets by Armstrong, may have been partially blocked by Jack. It's going to go out of bounds off Spencer County. Hunter will trigger in from underneath. Goes out long again to Jones. Mercer for the corner three. Gets fouled by Combs, and that will not make Coach Burns happy.
Yeah, that's just, can't do that. Cannot do that. It's going to be his first. Team's fourth.
3 free throws for Mercer. Mercer missed his first 2 this evening.
Good job. I'll give you credit on that one.
Will you? That's twice tonight.
Yeah, well, hey. I'm a giver. What can I say?
2 shots left for Mercer. He's now missed his first 3, John.
Yeah.
Can't get it all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, well.
Mercer now 1 for 5 from the free throw line. Cox gets to the lane. Tied up, taken away by Hunter. 2:20 left to go in the first quarter. Jones gives it up to Rhodes. Looks to drive on Marksbury. Shot is up and in. That's something Coach Traylor thinks he may have an advantage there, John, size-wise.
Well, yeah, down underneath like that, having Rhodes just seems to be a very maneuverable.
Long 3 is good.
Rhodes, very athletic type of a player down low. Spencer County's going to have to really try to contain him and make sure he doesn't get those quick first steps off, being able to make those moves and get those easy buckets.
Jones out to Hunter. Corner 3, air ball. Rebounded by Armstrong. Cox backs it back out. Resets the offense. Goes to Combs. Up top to Marksbury. Now back to Armstrong. Wing 3 is good. Bears lead is now 7. Jones spins back toward the lane. Gets it to Rhodes. Out to Hunter. Ritchie. Back to Hunter. Cross court pass to Mercer. Mercer drives the lane. Now goes out to Hunter for 3. That's no good. Rebounded by Mercer. Down to Ritchie. Corner 3 is blocked by Cox. Brady Smith checking in for Kellen Marksbury.
43 seconds left to go in the first.
Brady, real good game the other night, John. 12 points off the bench for Coach Burns.
Yeah, Samuel Seawright out on the floor right now, too.
Mercer drives baseline. Goes to Jones. Gonna get a foul on the floor. It's going to go on Brady Smith.
It's going to be his first, team's 5th. And that's going to put Jones to the line. Shooting 2.
Jones, 78% shooter on the season. Baird and Earhart check back in. One more shot for Jones. Misses them both. Rockets really struggling from the line early on, John.
2 of 9 as a team so far in this first quarter, Bo.
Baird, top of the key. Drives, spins into lane. Gives it up to Earhart. Luke, 10-footer, short. Rebounded by Armstrong. Back up and in over Mercer. 9 seconds left. Jones crosses the timeline. Gets it to Rhodes. Now back to Jones. He'll take the corner shot. Is no good. Rebounded by Baird, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. Your score, Spencer County 20, Shelby County 11. We'll be right back on GHP Sports. back at Shelby County High Schools. We see some highlights, or Country Mart highlights from the first quarter. John, Bears started off a little cold shooting, warmed up toward the end of the first quarter. And free throws, big story for Shelby County.
It is. Again, mentioned earlier, 2 of 9 from the charity stripe for the Shelby County Rockets in that first quarter. Spencer County shooting 44% to Shelby County's 29 from the field. Big story too, Bo, rebounding. Spencer County having pulled down 12 rebounds, 4 of those offensive to Shelby County's 5, with 1 of those being offensive. Both teams really doing a decent job of taking care of the basketball. Shelby County with 2 turnovers, Spencer County only 1 in that first quarter, and that gets us to our 20-11 lead.
Bears will get the ball to start the second quarter. Cox, Seawright, Armstrong, Earhart, and Baird on the floor for Spencer County. Zadrian Johnson, number 11, is checked in for the Rockets. A little quicker lineup. Baird, ball's taken away.
And they're going to get Earhart. It's going to be Luke's first, team's first. Luke thought he saw an opportunity to try to pick his pocket right there, and it just didn't quite work out.
Rockets get it into Ritchie. To Jones. Johnson for 3 is no good. Rebounded by Baird. Gives it up to Cox. Cross-court pass. Earhart. Corner 3. Air ball. Rebounded back up and in by Armstrong. Good tap by Keaton Baird. Couldn't get his hand on it, John, but did keep it alive.
Yeah, and Jack Armstrong, just great awareness, seeing that ball coming at him to be able to pull up, get that, and get that easy too.
Rhodes just happened to be the right place, right time there.
It was a sloppy offense, but effective.
Earhart to Cox. Top of the key 3, fouled. Shot does not go. We're going to get a foul, I believe, on Zadrian Johnson.
Yeah, it is. It's going to be his first, team's first. Cam Cox will go to the line and shoot 3.
At the line for the Bears, shooting 3, Cox.
Rare miss there by Cox. 90%, John, on the season. Other 8th region games tonight, Simon Kenton has defeated Williamstown 69-54. Marksbury checks in for Earhart. Cox makes 2 of 3. .646 left to go in the first half. Bears lead is 11. Holcomb picks up his dribble. Gives it up to Ritchie. Back to Holcomb in the corner. Drives baseline. Shots partially blocked by Seawright. Baird leads the break. Gives it up to Cox. Cox all the way in for the layup and missed it. Armstrong again there for the rebound. Gets it out to Seawright. Now Baird. Baird to Cox. Tapped away. Stolen by Johnson. Tries to go all the way in. Runs over Marksbury, and that's a charge.
And that's going to be Johnson's second. About 45 seconds or so between those 2 fouls. He picks up his second foul. Team's second.
Marksbury. Down low, Earhart. They overplayed that shot, John.
Yeah, they did.
Everybody knows everybody's plays when it comes to district time, and they knew exactly what the Bears were doing there, trying to get the shot for Seawright in the corner. They overplayed that and left Keaton wide open. Barron back on the floor with those 2 fouls. Gunner, air ball, rebounded by Cox. Bounce pass, tries to go to Baird. Keaton does pick it up, we're going to get a foul on Rhodes.
If that is on Rhodes, that's his second. That's his second, team's third. As Adrian Johnson coming back out on the floor to replace Rhodes, he also having 2 fouls.
Baird in the lane, gets the foul in the hoop.
That foul's going to be on Javon Hunter. That's going to be his second. Team's fourth.
That's 3 Rockets now, John, with 2 fouls. Baird to the line, completes the 3-point play. Ritchie, guarded by Baird. They look to drive here. Gets into the lane. Fakes, goes up and under. Good move by Dylan Ritchie. Got Keaton up in the air, John, and just ducked underneath him. Seawright back out to Marksbury. Back to Seawright. Long 3 by Samuels. No good. Rebounded by Johnson.
Drew Barron's got to be careful flying in like that. Potential for an over-the-back call right there, having 2 fouls on the floor.
Jones throws an elbow. That foul is on the floor.
They're going to get Luke Earhart, though, and that's going to be his second foul. Team's third. 2 Bears now with 2 fouls.
Checking in for the Bears, number 15, Jack Armstrong, and number 24,
Cam Cox coming in. Jack Armstrong also in for Seawright.
Ritchie to Mercer. Back to Ritchie. Kellen guarding him. .426 left to go in the first half. Bears lead by 14. Ritchie. Cross court to Mercer. Saves it from going out of bounds. Up top to Jones. Over to Johnson. Johnson over Armstrong. Air ball. Rebounded by Marksbury. Cox to Baird. Now Armstrong drives into the lane. Back out to Baird. Swings it over to Marksbury. Drives past Johnson. Back out to Baird. Now gets it to Cox. Barron, top of the key. Marksbury down low. Armstrong back out to Marksbury. Top of the key 3. No good. Rebounded again by Johnson.
About 3:30 left to go in the second quarter.
Ritchie guarded by Baird. Shoots the 3 over him. No good. Rebounded by Marksbury. Kellen pushes it. Cross court to Barron. Back to Marksbury. Cox. Long 3. Good. Bears now lead by 17. Jones looking to drive into the lane, back out to Johnson, up top. Ritchie drives, 10-footer, rolls in. Timeout, Coach Traylor wants a 30-second timeout. He's not happy about a call, too, John.
Yeah, he's not. Not sure exactly what he's not happy about there. I mean, a little bit of beating and banging been going on. Really, both teams have been beating and banging the whole time, though. I mean, if you're going to be upset about maybe a little touch foul not called on Spencer County, well, then Spencer County would have just as much right to be upset, too. What it boils down to, Spencer County's just out shooting them, though. I mean, getting better opportunities, getting better looks. The rebounding has just been incredible for the Bears. And they're just going to continue to pour on this pressure, too, right now as they're sitting with a 15-point lead with 2:44 left to go in the second period.
Other 8th region games, Gallatin County leads Carroll County 26-19.
We're going to get the reset here. Spencer County will inbound.
Marksbury calmly crosses the timeline. 2.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Barron up top. Baird. Dribble handoff goes to Cox. 12-footer is good.
Just that little floater right there. Kind of reminds me of a shot made by Reed Shepard yesterday to win the game against Mississippi State for Kentucky, but little floater in the lane. It's a lost art, though.
It is. Richie.
Yeah.
To back down Kellen. Fadeaway shot. Bad shot by Dylan Richie there. Rebounded by Cox. Gives it up to Armstrong. He'll take the wing three. It's good. Bears lead is 20. Biggest lead of the night for Spencer County. Minute 42 left to go in the first half. Jones in the corner. Mercer. No good. Rebounded by Cox. Bears got numbers. 3-on-1. Baird with the layup. Richie goes off the pick. Now guarded by Barron. Barron's got to be careful here. He's got those 2 fouls. Ball tapped in the air by Cox. Taken in by Holcomb. Back out to Mercer in the corner. Gives it up to Richie. Fade away 3. No good. Rebounded by Baird. Baird out to Cox. Long 3. It's good. Spencer County's on fire.
Wow. He's shooting that one from Cracker Barrel, I think, Bo. That was way out there.
Jones looks to drive. He's going to pick up a foul.
I think they're going to get Cam Cox. No, they're going to get Jack Armstrong. That's going to be his first foul. Team's third.
Boy, when this team gets hot, John, they can score in bunches.
Yeah, they can. They're really fun to watch.
And they're doing this too. Leading scorer Luke Earhart has not scored yet. Bears going to zone the inbounds play. Go up top to Jones. And then he tries to go to Holcomb, throws it away. Baird takes it. He's going to go all the way in, off the glass and in.
Keaton Baird just lighting it up so far.